Hey everybody. I just spilled water all over me. Typical. I noticed it right as I was like, should I push live anyways? And we're just gonna go with it. So how's everybody doing? Happy Thursday. So I wanted to come on live this morning. It's really the first time I've had a quiet house. May has been homesick almost all week, which has actually been really nice to have so much one-on-one time with her. But it's also nice to have some time to work and get some stuff done today. So today was the perfect day to come on and talk to you guys about what my big news is. So I don't know if it's above or below, but I put it in the title that I was asked by Beachbody Corporate to participate in a test group for a new program coming out called To Be Mindset. And hey Rob, how are you? And so what is so cool about this, I have to give you like a little bit of a background to understand, but when Beachbody comes out with new programs, so many of you watching have done Insanity or Body Beast or 21 Day Fix or 21 Day Fix Extreme or Shift Shop, or you're doing the sneak peek to A Little Obsessed for 80 Day Obsession. And so before Beachbody actually rolls out a program, they select a certain amount of coaches to be in what they call a test group, and you run through it first. And I have watched all of these coaches who I admire and I respect in these test groups. And so my corporate contact, his name is Kevin Shaw, and I'm always like, Kevin Shaw, you got to get me in a test group. You got to get me in a test group. I want to be in a test group. I would love to try out the program first. And when you're in a test group, like, you have to do the program to a T. Nutrition, fitness, mindset, the whole 9 yards. It's not only such an honor, but the test group they are the demographic, and it is a wide range of demographic of people that basically determine how successful the programs are, right? So we have to do it to a T, and I love that accountability, and I love the thought of being a guinea pig. So I was just in Vegas at a leadership retreat, and I saw Kevin there, and I was like, you got to get me into test group. You got to get me into test group. What's coming up? So they introduce a lot of cool stuff coming down the pipeline when we were in Vegas. So we have these awesome like snack bars coming down the pipeline that compete with like Luna bars or, gosh, I eat them. What are they? They're the just health bars, right? So those are coming down the pipeline, and 80 Day Obsession is about ready to be released. And so they talk about the To Be Mindset. And I was like, oh, this looks awesome. And To Be Mindset, I didn't learn a whole lot about it. It was like, they were awesome with the curiosity marketing, because we were all kind of like, okay, well, like, what is this? But it was geared toward like emotional eaters, geared toward grazers, geared toward people who yo-yo a lot with their nutrition. And I was like, okay, I can relate to this for sure. And so I get home from Vegas and I find out, I get the email that they've selected 50 people to be in this test group. And I was like, okay, amazing. Like, tell me about the fitness. What's going on with the fitness? Because you guys know I teach Insanity. I love the fitness piece of it. And here's the kicker. There is no fitness with To Be Mindset. And I was like, what? What do you mean there's no fitness? This is only eating? And then all of a sudden I felt scared, and I felt scared for several reasons. But the main one is because I can rock a fitness program. The meal piece of it, and those of you that have been in my challenge groups, you know, the meal piece of it has always been tricky for me. Now, am I a huge yo-yo swinger? No, but what's been hard for me is the discipline of the nutrition. And what I tend to do, and maybe some of you guys out there can relate to me, what I tend to do every single time is before I have a challenge group start, I have a last supper, or I have like a last day. And I don't know if I would go as far as to say it's binging, but to give you an idea, today is our day one on To Be Mindset. And what did I do last night? I ate 5 Almond Joy bars. I went out to dinner with friends, so I had a kale salad, and they were like, oh, Tracy's being so healthy. And they're good friends, but even if they weren't, I was full open, where I was like, I'm just not hungry, because Brody wouldn't eat his burrito. So I actually had a burrito before I came here, because my mindset was knowing that I'm starting to be mindset the next day. So I ate the burrito and then I had the kale salad and I had 2 glasses of wine over the course of like appetizers and dinner. And then I came home and I ate 4 or 5 Almond Joys. I forget. It started with a vanilla Twix. And then it proceeded to, oh, that tasted really good and I'm starting to be mindset tomorrow. So I'm just going to try to find as many Almond Joys as I can because this will be the last time I can eat Almond Joys. So here's the cool thing. I was a little bit nervous coming on live to talk about this because that means that I have to talk about like the nitty gritty about the fact that I do that, you guys. I sabotage myself before every challenge group. And I run 2 challenge groups a month, sometimes 3. And I always have this mindset that like, I've got to get it all in. And it's not always candy bars. Sometimes it's pizza. Sometimes it's Chinese food. Sometimes it's who knows what. But that's the thing. So when I found out there was no fitness, I was like, there's no fitness. Oh my gosh. What do you mean there's no fitness? Like I want to be in a fitness one. And y'all know I'm a prayerful person. And I was like, okay, Lord, like use me and show me how I can use this program to help others. And it has become so clear to me. We had our first call with Alana Mulstein. She is the RDN, that's a registered dietitian, nutritionist, RDN. And we had our first call with her yesterday that was 2 hours. And it literally came clear to me that I represent the demographic that is the mom that thinks she's too busy to meal plan. And even though I'm a coach, I'll eat really well for like 3 or 4 days and then I'll crash and then I'll eat really well for like 3 or 4 days. And that's why I have basically plateaued with my fitness and my weight and my strength for the past 2.5 years. I've just basically, like, give or take 5 pounds, I've basically plateaued. And for as much as I move with Insanity, I'm about ready to get certified in PiYo. For as much as I work out, I should be stronger. I should be fitter. I should fit into my clothes better than I do, but it's because of this just inconsistency with my mindset. So what does this mean for you? You're like, okay, Tracy, get to it. What does it mean for you? What this means is this is a 30-day program. They haven't even announced when it's going to be released at some point next year. So it's a 30-day program. We are doing it for 60 days. It starts today. I've signed probably like 4 or 5 documents of non-competes and confidentiality disclosure. So I can't give a whole lot of details about what we're doing, but I will tell you that this is a program designed for people who want to use their fitness as an extra credit, okay? Because even in my challenge groups, I always talk about the fact that the nutrition and the definition in what you want to see as a byproduct in your physical body comes from what you do in the kitchen. And the other 20% of it is fitness. So this is not a fitness related program. This is changing your mindset so that you can have something that becomes a lifestyle. And if you think about like Whole30 or paleo or intermittent fasting, like some of those, and listen, I don't know enough about all of them to give an opinion, but what I will say is that I've tried a couple of them, and a couple of them I'm not going to sustain that when I'm on vacation. I'm not going to sustain some of those when I'm, 2 weeks during Christmas. I can't sustain that. I can't do the intermittent fasting when I've got 8 people staying here for Christmas and I'm taking a block of not eating. I do believe that everyone's body is different. And what I do love is that the principles that we're learning so far are very simple and they're sustainable things that you can do during the holidays, while you're on vacation. And the fitness is an extra credit. So for the people that tell me, hey, Tracy, your Insanity classes look awesome, but they're just a little bit over the top for me. Or for the people that say, hey, Tracy, I think you're insane to wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning and do your workouts. That's just not, I don't have that kind of a passion. But they want results, or they say like, hey, Tracy, like I really only have 3 to 4 days a week to work out. I can't do these 6-day-a-week things because of my schedule or because of whatever. We are all so different. And for those people that can't devote that kind of time into their fitness, but they still want to be fit. I think exercise is important for your mental clarity. It's important for stress release. It's important for so many things. But for those people that can't go hardcore with their fitness, but they want to see changes in your body, that is what To Be Mindset is for. To Be Mindset is for people who want to maintain or lose weight and not yo-yo. It's for the person like me that sat in the kitchen in the dark binging on Almond Joys last night. Last night I would consider a binge. I don't want to ever be over dramatic and say I'm a binge eater, because I'm not. But I do think when you eat 4 or 5 Almond Joys within like 10 minutes, that might be considered binging. So that's the mindset that To Be Mindset is changing. And so I'm super psyched to be picked, because for me, from a faith standpoint, like, I just believe that that God has led me down this path, because I can share with so many women who are like, oh my gosh, Tracy, yes, I yo-yo, I do this. The night before a Monday, a Sunday night, I'm gonna go nuts. And nobody wants to do that. Nobody wants to have that mental crash in the morning where you wake up and you're like, okay, today's a new day. No one wants to do that. So I'm super psyched to be able to learn this, and I commit to 60 days of doing it really, really well. And I want you guys to watch. Like, if this sounds like something that you might be interested in when I can tell you more information, I want you to watch me. Watch me on social media. Watch the things I talk about with what I'm eating. Watch me if we are friends in person. Watch what I do. Watch my behaviors, because as you watch me for the next 60 days, yes, I had to do my weigh-in, which I don't step on scales, guys. I tell my challenge groups that I don't step on scales. I did my weigh-in. I did all my pictures. I did all of that. And again, it's really not about the going back and forth. It's really just about learning everything I can learn from an RDN. And if you guys check her out, like, Alana is, she works at UCLA right now. She's got all the credentials you could think of. She's such a brilliant, wise woman. And it's been so educational, where twice a week, 50 of us get real life coaching from her. Real life coaching that I will be able to pay forward to some of you who are going to need the same thing. So super, super psyched. Our group of 50 represents all different demographics, and maybe I don't represent you, maybe I do. But if you can resonate with anything that I've been talking about, any of the things that I have somewhat struggled with, and you want to be more consistent in the way that you approach nutrition, then I'm super psyched to learn this and be able to pay it forward to you at some point in 2018. So watch me, and if you see me doing anything that looks awry, hold me accountable. But I'm super, super psyched, and I take this seriously, and it's such an honor for me to be able to do this well, so that I can represent what this can be for others, and that I can give that hope to other people. So that's an honor, which I'm super excited about. So thank you for watching. Thank you for your support. Thank you for your sweet comments. Hi, Kim. I'll have to check through all these later. The comments are so distracting for me. I actually cover them up because they make me nervous. So anyways, love you guys, and I will see you soon. Bye.